the Director of Multimedia Services, the Director of Customer Services, Mr. Almami Kasama, the Senior Manager Data, Mr. Omar Nyasi, and all the other dignitaries from GAMTEL. We welcome you to the official commissioning of the GAMTEL MRC fiber connection. There's no doubt that reliable and fast internet access is a huge differentiating factor between the information rich and the information poor. MRC is a reputable research center dealing with healthcare, and as such, a fast internet connection is of immense benefits to the unit, especially a unit with a huge mobile force. Fiber is actually the preferred choice of business communications because a lot can be realized with fiber, like VoIP, VPN connecting our various branches, video conferencing, telemedicine, telecommuting, and of course, increased user productivity. I'm sure by the time we leave this lecture theater, a lot of these benefits or expected benefits to MRC would have been highlighted. Without much ado, I would like to kindly ask Professor Koda, the unit director, to come and make the welcoming remarks. Thank you.
The dignitaries representing GAMTEL here present, fellow workers in the vineyard, my colleagues at the MRC, and all protocols respectfully observed. The communication between here and Basse was by using GPC, the Gambia Public Transport Corporation. That was the only way we were able to talk to our staff in Basse. In 1984, GAMTEL was inaugurated on 1st of April. Why you chose 1st of April, I don't know. It's All Fool's Day, but you've proved not to try to fool the nation at all. Because from the days when you used analog Stroger exchanges in 1984, you fastly moved along the track to fiber optic connectivity, and we are about to benefit from this. But let me hasten to add that we are not the only one that's going to benefit from this connectivity, but GAMTEL would also benefit, and so would the nation as well. Because apart from the MRC paying monthly taxes to the government, we'll also be putting some money into the coffers of GAMTEL as well. And despite this, I can assure you we will also continue to provide excellent clinical services to the Gambian community, continue to recruit and train Gambians to make sure that the socio-economic development of this country is taking rapid steps in the right direction with our contribution as an MRC unit towards this. I will not tell you what benefits will accrue from all this because Badugi has already mentioned some of them, and my colleague David Parker would be elaborating on this. Suffice it to say that we are really pleased that we are now connected through faster means with your assistance and support, which we know we can count on. And we dare dream about the Africa connecting Europe capacity, the ACE capacity, which is yet to come in a short while. We are excited by it all, and we know very soon we will save a lot of money by not traveling to conferences and meetings to using voice over IP via teleconferencing, etc. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all as we look forward to greater things to happen between the two organizations. Thank you very much.
Professor Tumani Kora, head of MRC unit, members and management of staffs of MRC, members of GAMTEL management team, ladies and gentlemen, the press and all protocols respectively observed. I feel singularly honored and privileged to stand before you here today this morning on the occasion of this historic moment of MRC GAMTEL signing ceremony of fiber optic data services. GAMTEL and MRC entered into a contract for provision of data services using fiber optic cables which is most reliable medium for data transmission. MRC Gambia unit is UK's single largest medical research facility in the developing country, with the aim of finding medical solutions to reduce mortality, morbidity affecting the developing countries. GAMTEL was incorporated in 1984, as Professor Kora said, as a public limited liability company in the Gambia to provide integrated telecommunications services. GAMTEL is the first major provider of telecom services in this country, and in recent years, GAMTEL steadily created modern and efficient network infrastructure using state-of-the-art technology to provide these services. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Gross Gambia cable to Senegal, which was completed and commissioned in 2010, ensured that we have a fiber ring guaranteed minimal outage, maximum availability. GAMTEL also has a fiber backbone ring locally within the Greater Banjul area, and obviously with the coming of the NGN, we will have a complete loop around the country from Banjul to Fatoto, on both banks. GAMTEL has recently increased its terrestrial fiber internet capacity, that is the internet bandwidth, from 155 to 310 Banjul areas such as Kairaba Avenue, Batihadin Highway, Bakul Street, Bakau, Cape Point, to name a few. In our quest to create a brighter future in communication, GAMTEL continues to create high quality enabling communication environment for businesses, government, NGOs, and other telecom service providers in the Gambia. Most recently, GAMTEL spearheaded, together with government of the Gambia, and embarked on several ventures to uplift and modernize the telecommunication infrastructure, both domestically and internationally. And this is demonstrated by the projects we are planning, like the NGN, which is now the ECO1 project, and the ACE cable project. In line, the Gambia Government Vision 2020 Blueprint and Page Initiative, GAMTEL joined the ACE Consortium to avail the Gambia with its first direct submarine cable connection with the wider world. Also, GAMTEL is currently at advanced stage of completely overhauling its domestic infrastructure to modern new generation network, NGN, as I previously mentioned. With this project, all the towns and major villages in the Gambia will soon have direct fiber connected on both banks as part of a modern and national fiber backbone network. There will be multiple fiber rings across the country to ensure 100% reliability and security service available to esteemed customers. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, GAMTEL long-standing goals is to provide a complete range of telecommunication products and services at the lowest possible cost to the customer using state-of-the-art technology. To ensure sufficient and necessary conditions, GAMTEL has at her disposal highly skilled, reliable, specialized human resources to ensure near-perfect operation and maintenance of both the technologies and the allied services we provide. In conclusion, we thank MRC for choosing GAMTEL as their premier, reliable, and quality integrated telecommunication service providers to support your highly delicate health research services stationed across the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Badu. Since we've connected to GAMTEL now for the last 2 months, we've been very impressed with the service we've been given. We had 2 months experience, and the agreement is 97% reliability, and so far we've easily met that target. So what GAMTEL has done for us, they have given us up to 16 times the bandwidth that we used to have. We used to have at the best 2 megabits per second, but now we've got up to 6 megabits per second in Fajara. In Basse and Kennebec, our sort of satellite sites, we used to have quite low sort of bandwidth connection, so the connection you would get on a sort of typical dial-up connection. But now we've got 4 megabits per second, which is very impressive. So we've also got dedicated lines now. We've got dedicated lines straight to GAMTEL. So if we have a problem, we can quickly call a hotline and have the technicians from GAMTEL come and help us almost immediately. And if we are